Oh yeah, friends and fam, welcome back to another episode of Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with yours truly. So today we're doing a little fall fishing. We're starting to transition from the summertime type fishing, warm waters, to a much cooler type of fishing. You got species of fish that like to thrive in the warm summer waters, and that's their primary activity where they require more food. And then there's fish that in the summer lay kind of low, almost like hibernation or inactivity. But when the waters get cold, they're spawning, they're feeding, their aggression goes way up. And it's easier to catch those fish in the cooler months than it is the summer months. So it's September, and the woods have a different hue of green to them right now. They're almost more like a golden yellow. So we've gotten some rain, which is something we don't normally get, and the waters have dropped down in temperature quite substantially. We're going back to a stream that you watched us fish earlier in the year for bass, and we fly fished it for carp. Well, those are warm water species. Today we're going after the same stream's fish population, but we're going to change tactics and we're going to go for different species. So we have a little jig head on here, just a little hook on tied directly onto the line, and we're going to use live bait. So we're kind of taking this back to where we started all this fishing on the Slaw vlog with the crawler pieces and the trout fishing tactics. Now, trout are a cold water fish, but they're not found in this stream primarily. So I think the stuff that we find here are going to be substantially different, but only thrive in the cool water. So in the spring, you saw some rock bass, you saw some river chubs, you saw trout. In the summer, you saw catfish, carp, and bass. Well, let's see if we cannot catch something different with the cooling waters and the live bait tactic. I got a good feeling, but we're just going to see what happens. Let's go head down to the stream and see what's biting on this cool autumn day. Ooh, that water is cold. Oh my. Oh, it ain't summer anymore. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that this water is probably 58 to 60 degrees. We're not going to be fishing through wading, although it does feel good. Now, the fish that we're out here targeting today are what I like to call the perches. Yellow perch, walleyes, which you've seen us catch on the channel before. And then the walleye's younger, swifter watered cousin, the sauger. Those are three types of fish that we can catch in here. It doesn't necessarily mean we'll get them, but they are fish that prefer this cold, chilly fall water compared to summer warmth. Walleyes are a predatory, minnow hunting, live bait loving species. And right now in the stream, because of the cold water, oxygen is being held within this water a lot better than normal. So that high oxygen content allows for a rich array of species that the walleye call prey that are going to attract them into this river system. In the summer months, going with artificials and emulating your prey was kind of the move, but now there's so much live bait in these bodies of water that if you're using artificial, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. You want to have that scent, that wiggle, the things that predator fish are looking for in their prey. Whereas in the summer, prey was much less common, so these animals are feeding on whatever they can get, and artificial lures will do the trick just fine. Cold water means live bait. Live bait means big fish. Throw a little piece of crawler on. We'll bounce that off the bottom and see what bites. You've seen this hole and you've seen this tree before, but this hole is full of fish. I mean, you can't see them, but with my polarized glasses, I can see a whole variety in here, and I'm not sure what we're looking at, but we're gonna throw our little crawler and hook out into this hole, and we're gonna see what we can catch out under this tree here. There we go. That is a smallmouth bass right there. Wow, look at that chunk. Okay. The smallmouth will work. That's not what we were looking for. We're looking for some cold water species, but apparently the warm water guys are still here. I believe we got a fish. Another smallmouth. Wow. That's another hardy looking bass right there. Fall bassin'. That thing looks like it's been bit by something. Look at those coloration changes. Still looking for something different. I was hoping that these crawlers would help us catch something more cold water, but all we can get are these warm water species. It's fish, but it's not the fish we're after. There we go. Throw on an artificial lure. Smallmouth bite. Are you kidding me? Another healthy smallmouth. Pretty one too. Look at that. Oh, that's a bite. There we go. A smallmouth ate it as soon as it hit the water. Another smallmouth. Got him. That's another nice bass. Gold. Look at how golden they are. This guy's blind in one eye. He's been caught. Wow. Crazy, man. Still catching them. And I know there's a bigger one out there. Where's the big Colossus? Well, it's been a beautiful day on the stream, but I hate that I haven't really shown you anything that you haven't seen before. Got a lot of smallmouth, nice ones, nothing giant. We're going back down here to a hole that might look familiar to see if there's any difference in the fish that are residing in it. But in this transitional period of summer into fall, and the water changes, fishing can be some of the best it's been all year. For one, you can catch a multitude of species, which is exactly what we haven't done today. But even the ones that we know as warm water summer bites are fish species which they have to prepare for the winter and fall, almost like a bear hibernating. They stuff their faces with a little bit more than usual, and I think we might be able to exploit that a little bit more with these smallmouth that we've been catching. And if nothing else, I'll take a whole pile of smallmouth stuffing their faces for the long winter ahead. All right, let's wade out here. God, this water is so much colder. Let's see if there's anything out here that wants to bite. There we go. Another smallmouth. That's a sturdy one. Hit it like a ton of bricks. That's probably one of the better fish of the day. Still that 13, 14 inch category. But man, they're eating like hogs. There's a fish. Oh, there we go. A racer. Another smallmouth. Another of the same size class. Look at that. It's like another, it's just like instant replay over and over and over again. Big paddle tail. Powerful little build. These guys are extremely healthy looking, if nothing else. So clearly the fish are here. And clearly they are feeding pretty heavily if you throw a bait in front of them. There's another one. Oh, let go. Let's try right here. This fish has been swimming with it the whole time. Oh, small one. Jeez Louise. Small one just swimming at me. Look, another one. That one. Oh! They're thumping. They're thumping. Man, they just keep coming at it. The story continues. Every smallmouth we catch like this just suggests more and more that they are in that winter preparation mode when it comes to that they're feeding on. The law of big numbers applies. It's gonna be really hard to deny that that's what's going on. Another thing you can tell when these fish are starting to do that wintering feeding mode is they're schooling up. So when you find one fish, you typically find more. Not to say that in the summer you won't find multiple smallmouth swimming together, but they have a little bit more testosterone, especially the males, which dignify the fish themselves to owning their own territory so they can protect their young in their nest. But in the winter that wears off. It's all about finding food and finding safety, and there's safety in numbers.
Was not expecting that. I was expecting some other species, some cold water species. So in one last ditch effort to dictate if this is the smallmouth feeding period or if those cold water fish are truly as active as I think they're gonna be, we're gonna run down this way to a bridge that you guys have seen me actually fish probably once or twice in the past. And we're gonna throw the Ned rig out there, drop it off the bottom, and see what's biting. This hole will for sure have fish under it. It's just a matter of if the fish are gonna be smallmouth or if they're gonna be something else. I'd like to show you something else. You guys have seen enough bass on this channel. All right guys, so we're down here under the bridge as I said we were gonna do. But this hole is a great barometer for what is actually living in this river. because at the end of the day, it's actually really close to the main river that floods into this creek. Not to mention the water is deep, there's structure, and it holds bait fish. So there's not only fish, but there's fish for the fish to eat. We're gonna cast out into this deep hole stretch right here and see if we can't pick anything off that's hungry. There could be cold water species living here, but if nothing else, I think if those smallmouth are truly getting ready to winter, this is where it's gonna happen. Man, that wind is brutal. Summer's over, fellas. It is officially fall. All right, time to find out what's swimming in these waters. We're gonna cast up under that log there. That's just the clear, smart thing to do when trying to catch fish anywhere. Find their structure, find their homes, cast till you catch them all. There we go. Feels like a smallmouth there. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Different color. Definitely the best fish of the day. Oh yeah, now that's a chunky bass there. Look at this one. Wow. Bronze back, if I didn't ever say so. That is a pretty fish right there. Got a little black on them. More of a red than anything else. Oh, that was a bite. Oh, there's one. Yes, sir. Thing's absolutely crushed it. Oh, it's got a buddy. It's got a buddy. Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. That's a nicer one. Look at that one. Just another golden 13-incher. Just this party-sized fish. It's unreal, man. We're just pounding them. Horn. Oh, that's a bass right there. Nice bass too. Oh, he gone. I played him too hard. Dang, nabbit. Hopefully there's another one. Well, on that note, fellas, I think we're gonna have to call this a summer. I mean, the leaves are coming off the trees, the colors are changing, the air is different, it's cold. I'm sure you can see some of this wind in the footage. But fall is coming, and greater endeavors are coming with it. So obviously in the summer, you can only do so much hunting. You can do a lot of fishing. The temperature is more ideal for those aquatic ecosystems. But now it's time to start thinking about game time. We're heading into the fall where we are bringing you plenty of hunting action. Some of the stuff I've been training all year to make sure that I'm ready for. Deer hunting, goose hunting, dove hunting, duck hunting, it's coming. And man, I cannot wait to share with you the science that goes into not just the animals we hunt, but their conservation, the conservation of their habitat. It's going to be a special conclusion set of episodes for Captain Coleslaw Outdoors. So if you liked this episode, I know we didn't catch anything new and exciting, but it's good to be out here with the transitional fall itself. As the leaves change colors, the sounds are different. You can hear those crickets, which means special things are coming. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Until next time, fellas, shoot straight, stay strong. Here comes the hunt. I'll see you there.